Nutritional supplements for osteoporosis. Your health and well-being is important to all of us. Today, your healthcare provider has requested that you watch this brief video. Do you know what your bone density is? Are you over age 50? Are you a postmenopausal female? Do you take steroids for a health condition? Do you drink carbonated beverages more than a couple times a week? Is anorexia an issue? Are you a smoker? Osteoporosis is a condition in which the normal substance and structure of bone is lost, and the bone becomes weak and brittle and subjected to fracture. A less serious condition is osteopenia, which is a partial loss of the normal substance and structure of bone. It can be a precursor to full-blown osteoporosis. 10 million Americans have osteoporosis, and 80% of them are women. This condition is more common in Caucasian and Asian postmenopausal females, and more common in smokers, those taking steroid medications, those drinking carbonated beverages, and those with an eating disorder or with a smaller framed body. This condition is also more common in those taking medicine for heartburn, according to a study in the Journal of the American Medical Association. This is because adequate stomach acid is needed to absorb calcium. Calcium carbonate, a common form of calcium supplementation, needs an acid environment to be absorbed, and frequent use of heartburn medicine blocks the acid environment, so calcium is not absorbed, and the person is at risk for developing osteoporosis. In fact, calcium carbonate is one of the poorest forms of calcium to take. Even under the best digestion, you can only absorb about 4%. This is why Tums is not the best source of absorbable calcium. Another form of calcium supplementation, calcium citrate, does not need as much of an acid environment and should be the form taken by most people, especially those using heartburn medications. Preferably, it should be taken with fluoride-free water, as fluoride blocks the absorption of calcium. Since there are no signs or symptoms of osteoporosis before a bone breaks, maintaining a nutritionally balanced diet and having a screening test called bone density testing is important. One study at Washington University School of Medicine found that strict vegetarians did not get adequate calcium, vitamin D, and protein. They also had lower bone density scores than a control group who ate a typical diet. So if you're a vegetarian, be sure to monitor your intake of calcium, vitamin D, and protein, and make sure you're getting adequate amounts of each. Additionally, if you eat too much meat, sugar, and processed foods, or drink too much soda and coffee without getting enough fruits and vegetables, you will eliminate precious calcium and other minerals from your body, which will result in weakened bones. Proper management of osteoporosis may very well include dietary advice, nutritional supplementation, and recommendations to do light exercises. Dairy products such as 1 cup of milk or yogurt or 2 ounces of cheese provide 300 milligrams of calcium per serving. Non-dairy sources of calcium are green leafy vegetables or soy products. Calcium gets absorbed about 300 milligrams at a time, so take calcium in divided dosages. A great time to take a calcium supplement is at bedtime. A 2003 research study at Oklahoma State University demonstrated that soy protein in the diet was more effective at bone formation and calcium retention than milk protein. Nutritional supplements with calcium can be found in a variety of forms: calcium citrate, malate, or lactate, the best absorbed forms, and calcium as microcrystalline hydroxyapatite, a real bone formulation, is also very good. With either form, be sure to look at elemental calcium available per dose. The recommended dosage is to get between 1,200 and 1,300 milligrams of elemental calcium per day. Absorption of calcium also requires vitamin D, boron, manganese, and magnesium. Be sure your calcium supplements have all the essential ingredients for the best absorption into your bones. Taking calcium without adequate magnesium can cause symptoms of magnesium deficiency, such as muscle spasm, irritability, anxiety, and insomnia. According to the National Institutes of Health, people with vitamin D deficiency absorb less than 10% of available calcium. The average adult, including pregnant females, requires about 200 international units of vitamin D per day. Early morning or late afternoon sunlight is a source of vitamin D. However, if you don't get much sunlight, at least 15 minutes per day, or if you use sunscreen, because sunscreen with SPF of 15 or more blocks all vitamin D conversion, you may need to take supplements with vitamin D. A 2007 study at the University of Toronto found the increased intake of lycopene, a substance found in tomatoes, helped to decrease bone loss associated with osteoporosis. Cooked tomatoes actually provide more lycopene than raw tomatoes, so enjoy your pizza, which provides calcium and lycopene. Regular weight-bearing exercise such as walking, jumping rope, mini trampolines, or regular exercise with some resistance, such as swimming, can strengthen bone and reduce the risk of osteoporosis. Avoiding smoking, exercising regularly, eating a diet high in calcium, taking the right kind of calcium supplements, getting exposure to the sun, taking vitamin D supplements, and adding soy to your diet can all aid in the building and maintenance of strong, healthy bones. We do know that in your younger years, the stronger the bones, the less likely you are to develop osteoporosis in your older years. So early treatment is necessary to prevent osteoporosis. It can take years to build strong bones, so starting with the tips explained here today, combined with calcium and mineral supplementation, is the right path for stronger bones. Ask our front desk or your healthcare provider for the best supplements to give you stronger and healthier bones. Your healthcare team has a star player, you. With you leading the way towards a better state of health, it is important to keep all appointments, follow your treatment plan, exercise as instructed, eat properly, and take nutritional supplements as recommended. Working together as a team, you and your healthcare professionals can decrease the likelihood of future problems and prevent degeneration from advancing. A better quality of life is the wellness goal to better health. With the help of treatment and prevention of osteoporosis, you're on the right path to achieving that goal. If you have additional questions about the information presented, please ask your healthcare provider for assistance.